for the longest time, I was speaking, going in and giving kind of a lecture at the University of Nebraska School of Dentistry. And they had a very, very forward-thinking practice management instructor there, and he was a listener of the podcast, and he had me come in, and we talked about real-life dentistry. I talked about analysis of P&Ls and like basic practice management stuff. But instead of being repelled and saying, hey, like I wasn't allowed to, I've spoken probably at half of the dental schools around the United States. And at some of them, they'd have to like literally sneak me in a side or back door, or I'd speak at the physical therapy school because they wouldn't allow an outside consultant to come in when I wasn't selling anything. There's nothing to sell dental students, right? I'm not going to sell you anything. No, right. I have nothing. But they weren't open to allowing the students to hear about real life practice management from somebody that had 16 dental practices. Like I wasn't spewing propaganda. I was just telling them the basics of running a dental practice. And it's frustrating to me that so few practice management professors and the powers that be at these dental schools just don't see things beyond the narrow scope of quote unquote higher education. And I really think it's to the detriment of the students at those particular institutions.
What do you think is so threatening to them about having someone like yourself come in? What apple cart are you upsetting that they're so concerned about?
Yeah, I mean, I think that first of all, it's an unknown quantity. Like what's his main kind of topic area? For me, it's systemization, leadership, profitability, culture, those sorts of things. But maybe I'm a guy that is only talking about wanting to have a fee-for-service practice, which I'm not, but maybe they're scared of that. And you would upset, the PPO and insurance companies that donated the wing to their last clinical, portion of their school. Maybe I'm a person that is, anti-organized dentistry, and I'm going to, talk badly about the ADA. Those are things that I think that they're scared of, but at the same time, they don't do the necessary due diligence to do a little bit of research and say, all right, this is a legitimate person. He's spoken in front of, X number of audiences. Right. He's spoken at the actual ASDA. So we shouldn't be preventing him from speaking at our school directly, So it's just, these closed-minded policies that drive me nuts. Especially when there's a group of people, small group of people that are really, really interested in developing and educating students from a perspective where they're sadly either misguided or, not trained at all.
Uninformed
completely in the formal educational setting.